How's it going, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's a Monday, holiday Monday for us here in Canada. I'm back from my trip. I was out in Sussex for the 2019 President's Day rally. The bike's full of mud, so basically I just came out to do a little video on how I wash and then detail my bike. It's usually that day or the day after or the next day after a run. I always take my bike and I give it a real good cleaning. Just how I've always been, taught to take care of your gear, so I think I got that from my dad. But anyways, it's raining out right now, light rain. It's been raining all morning, so I usually like to wash my bike in the rain, to be honest with you. I usually push it outside, let it sit in the rain for a bit, loosens up all the dirt, and then I'll come with the hose and then hand wash it, and then I usually either let it dry or I'll dry it with a chamois cloth or something, and then I got some detailing stuff for it too. I hear a lot of people say, oh, you know, they're meant to be dirty, they're meant to go in the mud, they're meant to for this, that, and the other thing, and you know what, they are meant for it, but I don't see any reason why you would leave it dirty and sit in your shed or garage all full of mud. If you keep your bike nice and clean, especially in spots that have issues like your boots or your seals for your drive shafts and stuff, if it's all full of mud and you know there's leaves and sticks in there, you won't see if you have an issue. If it's leaking a little bit of you know, your differential oil is leaking out through a seal, or if you have a hole in your boot, you probably won't see it. That's just my opinion. Maybe you have a totally different opinion. That's fine too. There's lots of opinions in this world today. But anyways, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my A-arm guards off, because all they're doing is holding dirt in. I'm going to take those off, the front and the back. I'm going to push it out and let it sit in the rain for a bit. Alright, there's the two back ones. See all the leaves and debris. And the front ones aren't as bad, but there's rocks, and it'll just make it easier when you go to clean it. Well, just gotta let the rain do its thing out there. And what you do is you just tell the girlfriend or the wife that it takes a long time to wash it, and stay out in the shed and enjoy yourself for a bit. Alright, so to wash your bike, you're obviously going to need a bucket, some soap, probably a degreaser, and something to shine it up with. So just go down to your local Canadian Tire or whatever's local to you, order that, and look at that. It's taking longer than expected. So along with your soap and everything, you're going to need a garden hose or a pressure washer. In my case it'll be garden hose, so we'll add that to the cart, same day shipping. Oh, we got her all washed up there. I'm just running a microfiber cloth over it just to soak up some of the water. You don't have to do this. This is just kind of overkill, to be honest with you. Windows here still. So yeah, I'll get this dried off, and then I'll come back to you guys and show you what I use to shine up my bike. I'm just getting the skid plates all hooked back up. What are you growling about? Another dog walking by? Alright, we got the A-arms back on there. As you guys can see, I wish it was brighter, but get a real good look at your boots and, you know, the different seals that you have for each axle. A lot better, a lot easier to see in there with no debris, mud, sticks, leaves. We'll go around to the front. Inspector Gadget. And then here you go. There's the front drive shaft. Once it's dry too, like by tomorrow, you'll be able to see if it was leaking or anything. Right? See if you had a tear in your boot or anything. I don't know if you guys can see it, if it's coming in. I think it is on the camera, but that's actually snow. It's the next day. It rained all day. Now it's kind of cold out and it's snowing. What do you think, man? What the hell's with this snow? Oh no. What's with the snow, man? This is crazy. Alright, so it's the next day. I realized yesterday after I was done cleaning and stuff that I was all out of my SC1. So stopped over at Toys for Big Boys where I bought my motorcycle, and I bought another can of it. It's not cheap, so I usually use it kind of sparingly, but it'd be hard for me to make a video where I wash and detail my bike without having the detail. Alright, so when it comes to detailing it here, I just take the SC1. You guys can use whatever you want. I'm pretty sure Tire Shine, I've used Tire Shine before, that worked fine. I usually just mostly do the areas that get hit the most. Just a light coating, and then usually along the fenders. And then here, anybody who has black plastic knows you get this white. When it starts getting a little bit scratched up, it gets a little bit white. But the SC1 kind of hides it pretty well. If you're going to go sell your bike and you want it to look really good, this stuff does a really good job. Alright, so I gave it a few minutes there to dry off. You don't have to do this. This is just kind of my preference. I don't like it when it's real glossy, so I'll just take like any old rag and just give it a little once over. And it kind of gets rid of any spots that might have been there. And it makes it a little easier to distribute it a little bit better, and maybe into an area that you missed. I don't wipe too hard because you definitely don't want to take it all off. Alright, so you guys can really tell how it hides the scratches in the black plastic really well. Of course, it's a little bit glossy looking. But yeah, that's basically it. That's how I wash and detail the bike. Alright guys, so that's basically it. It's not rocket appliances. You know, take the time, clean it right after every use, and I guarantee your bike will not have as many issues. No torn boots. It's easier on the bearings, obviously, with no grind or grit. Easier on your brake pads. I know if you go through a lot of mud, your brake pads are going to wear out faster. I've been wanting to make this video for a little while now. I'm just starting now to finally has a little bit of time to do it. I also had a comment on an older video, and a guy said, "Oh, it looks like your bike never leaves the shed." So I had a little laugh at that. I took it as a compliment, as in I keep my bike clean. I don't know if he meant it as in, hey, you don't drive that thing, or yeah, you keep it really clean. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell online. So I took it as a compliment, but that bike had over 8,000 kilometers, and I did the same thing after every use. I would come home and wash it. I remember after a camping trip with my buddy Jordan to the island, that's in a video, we did almost 200 kilometers in 2 days. I came home and I was going to the camp the very next day. I washed my bike and then brought it to the camp. Like, I always keep my bikes very clean, and I take care of my stuff. So I think I got that from the old man. So it's a good trait to have, I believe. But yeah, I'm not saying this is the only way. There's tons of ways to clean it. If you think just because somebody has a clean bike that they don't use it, maybe you should go check out a bigger YouTube channel, Ostacruiser. I'm sure you guys have all heard of him. If you're watching me, you probably heard of him. But yeah, he has, I don't know, a couple 100,000 subscribers. And at the start of every one of his videos, you'll see he has like a transformer looking Can-Am bike. It's pretty awesome, but it's meticulously cleaned. It is spotless. It looks like it just came out of a magazine, and it's like that at the start of every one of his videos. So that should tell you guys something there. And he does all deep mud and muskeg and that type of riding. Not my style. I like trail riding and camping and taking it easy, and he likes ripping it up, but that, to each their own, right? I subscribe to him too, so. But anyways, I'm kind of rambling. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for all the support. I love hearing the comments of where you guys are from. We're closing in on 3,000 subscribers, so at 3,000 subscribers, I'll have another giveaway. I usually try to make my giveaways worth it because I don't have one every other week like some people. But 3,000, I never ever thought I would ever get to that, so we'll see. Still a few hundred subscribers off, so if you guys would share my channel to maybe one of your local ATV Club Facebook pages or on your Facebook or something, and you never know, any little bit helps, and I really appreciate it if you did that. So I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Come on. What are you doing, man? What are you doing at the door? Get your bone. Get your bone. Good boy. The only visitor I ever get to my ship.